Okay, if you set foot in a classroom anytime recently, whether you're a teacher, a student, or a parent, you know that the classic, right, the old paper and pencil test is practically becoming an artifact. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're unpacking the digital assessment tools that are literally transforming the educational landscape. We are moving way beyond traditional methods and diving into dynamic digital ecosystems. And these don't just measure a student's progress, they actively enhance it. So we're going to explore exactly how these tools work, why they are absolutely vital right now, and how they are reclaiming some serious, precious time for everyone involved.
Okay, let's dive into this. Why are these tools making headlines right now? Well, as schools increasingly rely on technology, educators everywhere are looking around and asking why these digital platforms have suddenly become so non-negotiable. Teachers are feeling the immense pressure of tech integration. You know the feeling. And a recent report highlighted how these very tools are completely revolutionizing assessment practices. This isn't just some passing trend, folks. It's a fundamental shift in how we evaluate student learning in a super fast-paced educational environment.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We've got a clear, structured journey ahead. We'll be looking at 1. Defining digital assessments. 2. The 5 assessment types. 3. The power of immediate feedback. 4. Efficiency through automation. And finally, 5. AI and personalized learning.
All right, Section 1. Defining digital assessments.
Before we look at all the bells and whistles, we need a rock-solid understanding of what the tool actually is, right? A digital assessment is the use of technology to create, deliver, and analyze assessments online or through other digital means. I really want you to focus on that trio right there. Create, deliver, and analyze. That is the core foundation of this entire explainer. It's not just, taking a standard test on a computer screen. It is a complete end-to-end process that offers incredible flexibility, accommodates totally different learning styles, and generates some incredibly valuable data along the way.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 5 assessment types. Think of this as the student journey. We are essentially opening up the educator's toolkit here, and we're going to examine a student's learning life cycle chronologically. We start our journey at the very beginning of a unit with the diagnostic assessment. This tool identifies a student's existing knowledge, their skills, and any glaring learning gaps before the real instruction even starts. Think of things like pre-tests or initial surveys. It brilliantly maps out exactly where our students are starting from, so educators know precisely where to launch their instruction without, wasting time on what the students already know.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Next up, formative assessments. These are your ongoing evaluations. They're used to monitor student learning and provide continuous feedback. Your quick quizzes, polls, interactive activities, they fall right here. They act as a real-time pulse check during the learning process itself, helping teachers spot strengths and areas for improvement while there's actually still time to adjust the lesson plan. Now, right in the middle of our journey, we find something incredibly clever: the adaptive assessment. This tool actually morphs in real time, adjusting the difficulty of the questions based on a student's ongoing responses. So if a student breezes through and answers correctly, the next question might be a bit harder. If they struggle, it pivots and provides a more accessible question. It's a truly personalized evaluation that accurately gauges their true, actual capability. Next up is the performance-based assessment. And this is a huge reminder that assessments aren't just multiple-choice questions. Think less filling in bubbles and more putting together a digital presentation or a coding portfolio. This type requires students to perform a practical task or create a product to really demonstrate their skills. It's all about that hands-on application of knowledge within a digital framework.
And finally, we bring the chronological student journey to a close with the summative assessment. This evaluates student learning at the end of an instructional unit against a standard benchmark. So your final exams, your major end-of-unit projects, standardized tests, they fit perfectly right here. It's the grand finale of that specific learning cycle.
All right, Section 3, the power of immediate feedback. Now that we know the types of tools in the box, let's shift gears and talk about the high-impact benefits. And honestly, there is perhaps no benefit more impactful than the immense power of getting answers right away. Digital assessments provide an instant response on performance. They quickly identify strengths and weaknesses, they allow teachers to tailor instruction to individual needs, and they help adjust learning strategies instantly. So, the crucial point is, this immediate data stops bad habits from forming. Instead of waiting weeks, literally weeks, for a graded paper, students understand their performance right away. And teachers, they can intervene way before a student falls behind, keeping them firmly on the right path.
On top of that, digital assessments break down these massive, complex subjects into manageable parts, which makes challenging tasks significantly less daunting for the students. Why does this matter? Because providing this instant problem-solving support dramatically boosts student engagement. Interactive and multimedia elements inside these platforms keep students motivated, totally removing the intimidation factor of traditional high-stakes testing.
Section 4. Efficiency through automation. Let's pick up the pace here. So, the old way, manual grading, tedious paperwork, and incredibly delayed insights that essentially swallow up valuable weekends. But the digital way offers automated grading, instant progress data, and massive amounts of time saved. For the educators out there asking, okay, what's in it for me? Here it is. This isn't just about collecting data. It's about reclaiming your personal time. It's about letting the software do the administrative heavy lifting. And you know, less time spent on administrative tasks actually means something wonderful, more human connection in the classroom. Educators can focus entirely on delivering quality instruction and actually giving direct attention to their students. This is a massive win. You're not buried under a mountain of paperwork. You are actively engaging with the students who genuinely need you.
Finally, Section 5, AI and Personalized Learning. We've reached the absolute cutting edge of educational technology. The integration of artificial intelligence here creates completely customized study plans for diverse learning styles. It provides step-by-step assistance for complex problems, and it ensures an accessible, inclusive environment for all disabilities. And this brilliantly illustrates how AI acts as an always-on tutor. It caters to every single learning style and accessibility need out there, ensuring no student is left behind because of some outdated, one-size-fits-all approach.
There is a fantastic idea that really sums up the pedagogical value of these tools. Help students develop critical skills rather than just providing answers. It's kind of like a Trojan horse. It forces deeper thinking. Instead of acting as a cheat sheet giving away the easy answers, these systems actively guide students through the actual problem-solving process. It balances the foundational value of testing with these powerful new technologies.
So ultimately, by making evaluations more interactive and insanely accurate, these tools drastically improve both teaching quality and overall student outcomes. And that is the core takeaway of our explainer today. All that time saved, all the incredible data gathered, the AI integration, it all points to one ultimate goal: achieving much better, more accurate outcomes for literally everyone involved in the educational ecosystem.
Which leaves us with this final, really big question. As these tools continue to evolve at lightning speed, how will AI further reshape the educational landscape and redefine how we truly measure a student's potential? It's a totally fascinating frontier, and we're just getting started. Thanks so much for exploring it with me on this explainer.